dear traveler, to a sanctuary designed specifically for the weary soul and the overactive mind. Tonight, we are embarking on a journey far beyond the boundaries of the familiar, leaving the frantic and relentless pace of the modern world behind us. Before we even begin to describe the path ahead, I want you to take a moment to truly settle into the space you are in. Your bedroom, your bed, your pillows. These are the first layers of your sanctuary. Imagine that as you lie here, the four walls of your room are beginning to soften, turning from solid structures into a gentle, protective mist that keeps the noise of the outside world at bay. Feel the weight of your body as it is claimed by the mattress beneath you. It is a profound and comforting weight, a surrender to gravity that signals to your nervous system that it is finally time to let go. Notice the points of contact, the way your heels rest, the support under your lower back, the softness behind your neck. Each point is a small anchor, grounding you in safety. Now, bring your attention to your breathing. Do not try to change it yet. Simply observe the cool air entering your nostrils and the slightly warmer air leaving your lips. With every inhale, imagine you are drawing in a faint, silvery light, the essence of tranquility. With every exhale, imagine you are releasing a thin, gray smoke, the remnants of the day's stress, the echoes of digital notifications, and the weight of your to-do list. Let that smoke drift away and dissolve into the shadows of the room. As you continue to breathe, let each breath become a little slower, a little deeper, and a little more effortless. You are preparing your spirit for a descent into the forgotten valley, a place where the clocks have no hands and the concept of hurry has been erased from the fabric of existence. You are safe, you are protected, and time for you is beginning to stretch and slow down until it feels like a vast, calm ocean. The journey begins at the very edge of an obsidian cliff, a majestic precipice that stands as a silent sentinel between the world you know and the realm of the eternal. The air here is thin, crisp, and carries a scent that is both ancient and refreshing. The smell of pine needles that have soaked in starlight for centuries, and the cold, mineral scent of stones that have never felt the heat of the sun. The sky above you is a masterpiece of deep, velvet indigo, a color so rich it feels as though you could reach out and touch the fabric of the night. Across this indigo canvas, the stars are scattered like handfuls of crushed diamonds, but they do not flicker with the nervous energy of the stars you see from the city. Here, they pulse with a steady rhythmic glow, like the slow breathing of the cosmos itself. You stand here, feeling the cool mountain breeze against your skin, a sensation that is invigorating yet deeply calming. Beside you, standing with a stillness that is almost statuesque, is Orion, the great owl. He is a magnificent being, far larger than any creature of the surface world. His feathers are the color of midnight, but they are tipped with a fine silver frost that shimmers and catches the light of the stars as he moves. His eyes are the most remarkable feature, vast, glowing orbs of liquid amber that seem to contain the wisdom of 1,000 eons. When he looks at you, he does not judge. He simply witnesses. He is your guardian, your guide, and your silent protector. He does not speak with words, for words are too heavy for this place. Instead, he radiates a calm, warm energy that settles over your shoulders like a heavy velvet cloak. You feel an immediate and unbreakable bond of trust with this creature. He is here to ensure that your journey into the silence is undisturbed and that your path is always clear. You look down from the cliff into the valley below. It is not dark, but rather bathed in a soft, luminescent mist that moves with the grace of slow-motion water, swirling around the bases of trees and the peaks of smaller hills. This is the mist of forgetfulness. It is a benevolent force. It does not take away the memories that you cherish. It only dissolves the sharp, jagged edges of your worries and the frantic echoes of the world's demands. It softens your thoughts until they are like blurred paintings, beautiful, but no longer demanding your attention. The path leading down from the obsidian cliff is made of crushed moonstone, a material that glows with a soft, internal radiance. As you take your first step onto this path, you realize that the gravity of the valley is different from the world above. It is a gentle, supportive pull, a weightless descent that makes you feel as though you are being lowered by invisible silk threads. As you walk, Orion spreads his great wings. They span the width of the path, and when he takes flight, he moves with a silence that is absolute. There is no rush of air, no sound of feathers, only a dark, graceful shadow gliding ahead of you against the indigo sky. He is your anchor. You follow him deeper into the descent, passing by ancient trees with bark that looks like hammered bronze. These are the bronze cedars, and their branches are heavy with silver leaf, a plant that only grows where time has slowed to a crawl. The leaves sway in a breeze that you cannot feel, producing a sound that is like 1,000 tiny glass bells chiming in a distant, empty room. This sound enters your ears and immediately begins to harmonize with your heartbeat, slowing it down to a deep, resonant pulse. You are moving through the first layer of the valley's peace, a place where every sight and every sound is designed to lead you further away from the noise and closer to the heart of the great quiet. The path widens into a plateau covered in starlight moss. This moss is a living tapestry of soft, pulsing violet hue. As you step upon it, it does not crunch. It yields beneath your feet with a softness that is even greater than the finest down mattress. You decide to pause here, sitting on a bench carved from a single piece of translucent quartz. The quartz is cool against your skin, pulling away the last remnants of physical heat and tension from your muscles. From this vantage point, the true scope of the valley begins to reveal itself. You see the river of stillness, flowing like liquid mercury in the distance. You see the grove of eternal sighs. You feel a profound sense of gratitude for this moment, for this silence, and for the guardian who watches over you with amber eyes. Orion lands on the bench beside you, and as you reach out to touch his feathers, you feel a wave of warmth, the blessing of the owl seeping into your bones. Rest here, traveler. The journey has only just begun, and the silence is waiting to embrace you completely. Welcome back to the path of the crushed moonstone. You have rested upon the quartz bench, and your body now feels as though it is becoming lighter, as if the very atoms of your being are aligning with the ethereal energy of the forgotten valley. The violet starlight moss beneath your feet continues to pulse in its slow, rhythmic cycle, brightening and then fading, brightening and then fading. This visual rhythm is like a silent metronome for your soul, drawing you deeper into a hypnotic state of tranquility. Orion, the great owl, stands beside you, his presence as unmoving as the obsidian cliffs above. He lets out a soft, low hoot, a sound that is not so much heard as it is felt. It is a deep vibration that moves through the bench, through the moss, and into the soles of your feet, resonating in your chest like a warm, low note from a distant cello. This is his way of telling you that the perimeter of your peace is secure, and that it is time to continue our descent into the heart of the valley. You stand up, and you are surprised by how effortless the movement is. It is as if the heaviness of the world, the physical manifestation of stress and gravity, has been left behind on that obsidian cliff. Your limbs feel fluid and loose, and every movement is smooth and deliberate. As we leave the plateau, the path begins to wind through the gallery of whispering ferns. These are no ordinary plants. They are taller than a man, with fronds that look like delicate lace dipped in liquid silver. They are bioluminescent, glowing with a soft, pale blue light that illuminates the path in a way that is gentle on the eyes. As you walk between them, the fronds brush against your arms and shoulders with a touch that is as light as a feather. They leave behind a fine, glowing dust, the spores of the ferns, which carries a scent of aged cedar, wild honey, and the damp, sweet earth of an ancient forest. This dust is more than just a fragrance. It is a tactile blessing. As it settles on your skin, it creates a faint, pleasant warmth, a sensation of being tucked into a cozy, invisible garment. The ferns whisper as you pass by. If you listen closely, you realize they are not speaking in words, but in a language of vibrations and sighs. They are sharing the stories of the earth's dreams, the slow growth of the mountains, and the deep, silent songs of the roots that reach into the very core of the valley. You find yourself matching your pace to the rhythmic swaying of the ferns. Each step you take becomes a part of a larger meditation. Each breath you take is a conscious choice to surrender to the beauty of this silence. Orion glides just above the silver lace, his midnight shadow moving over the glowing fronds like a dark ribbon of peace, guiding you toward the next sanctuary. As we move deeper, you notice that the quality of light in the valley is shifting once again. The indigo of the sky is beginning to blend with a soft, ethereal teal, creating a twilight that feels permanent and unchanging. This is the Lumhor, a sacred window of time where the plants of the valley provide their own illumination. It is a world without shadows, where everything is bathed in a soft, multidimensional glow. You see lantern lilies hanging from the bronze branches of the trees above, their golden centers pulsing with a steady candle-like warmth. You see pulse vines climbing the obsidian rocks, their blue veins throbbing with a light that perfectly mimics the rhythm of a resting heart. You realize that the entire valley is a living, breathing organism of light and sound, and you are no longer an observer. You are a vital part of its composition. You belong here. You are a returning child of the silence, and the valley is welcoming you back with open arms. The path opens up into the meadow of muffled echoes, a vast expanse where the ground is covered in a thick, dense carpet of cloud grass. This grass is so soft and so thick that it swallows all sound. You could run across this meadow and hear nothing. You could drop a stone and hear only a soft thud that disappears instantly. The silence here is not a vacuum. It is a physical presence, a warm, heavy blanket that wraps around your thoughts and prevents them from straying. You decide to remove your shoes and walk barefoot across the cloud grass. The sensation is unlike anything you have ever felt. It is like walking on a layer of warm, dry silk or the softest moss imaginable. With every step, your feet sink into the plush surface, and a tiny puff of violet spores rises, surrounding your ankles in a mist that further relaxes your muscles. Orion lands in the center of the meadow, near a massive, ancient tree known as the Aeon Tree. He begins to preen his feathers, his movements slow and rhythmic. This is a sign of absolute safety. In the animal world, preening is an act of total trust, and by doing this, Orion is showing you that there is nothing in this valley that can harm you. You approach the Aeon Tree, whose trunk is made of a translucent, glass-like material that feels cool to the touch. Inside the trunk, you can see small, glowing orbs of light floating in a slow-motion dance. These are the minutes of the valley, moving with a grace that defies the frantic ticking of the clocks in the world above. You press your palm against the tree and feel a steady, unshakable strength flowing into you. The tree tells you, in the silent language of the heart, that there is no need to hurry. The sun will not rise until your soul is ready. The stars will not fade until you have found the deepest levels of your rest. You are suspended in a perfect, eternal moment, and you are finally, truly free. Welcome back to the gentle, teal embrace of the Lumhar. You are standing at the edge of the meadow of muffled echoes, where the cloud grass meets the silver-white sands of the river of stillness. Orion stands beside you, his amber eyes reflecting the iridescent blue of the water. The river before you is a marvel of nature. It does not rush over rocks or babble in its course. It moves with a heavy, liquid grace, its surface so smooth and undisturbed that it looks like a vast sheet of dark, polished velvet. The water is a deep, glowing blue, and as you look into its depths, you see concentrated points of light known as starfish. They are not creatures of flesh, but manifestations of pure crystalline energy, moving in slow, geometric patterns that create a mesmerizing, hypnotic display of light beneath the surface. To watch them is to feel your mind being pulled into a state of profound, wordless contemplation. The shore of the river is composed of singing sand, tiny, silver-white grains of quartz and moonstone that produce a low, melodic hum whenever the water touches them. It is a sound like a distant, ethereal choir, singing a song of eternal rest that has no beginning and no end. You find a small, wooden boat waiting for you at the water's edge. This boat is a work of art, carved from the wood of the bronze cedars and aged until it has the color of deep honey. The interior is lined with cushions of woven sea silk and stuffed with dried lavender and hops, creating a scent that is both earthy and deeply relaxing. Orion hops onto the prow of the boat, his silver-tipped wings folding neatly. You step into the boat, and as you do, you feel a sensation of total weightlessness. The boat does not tip or rock. It remains perfectly level, as if it is floating on a cushion of air rather than water. You lie back against the cushions, letting your head rest and your eyes close halfway. The boat begins to drift slowly away from the shore, guided not by oars, but by the gentle, magnetic pull of the river's current. The movement is so smooth that the only way you can tell you are moving is by watching the ancient bronze-barked trees slowly pass by on the shore. The air over the river is slightly cooler, carrying with it a fine mist from the dewdrop falls that tumble from the obsidian cliffs far above. This mist is so fine, it feels like a veil of microscopic silk, settling on your skin and cooling your body, which in turn deepens the relaxation of your nerves. You are being held in a cradle of liquid peace, moving toward the heart of the valley. As you drift, you pass beneath the bridge of Gossamer. This is a natural wonder, a bridge made of millions of strands of enchanted spider silk, woven together by the valley's guardian spirits over thousands of years. The bridge is draped in glowworms that hang down like threads of living diamonds, casting a soft blue radiance onto your boat and the water around it. As you pass under the bridge, the air feels different. It is even stiller, even more silent. The Bridge of Gossamer marks the entrance to the inner sanctum of the valley, a place where the noise of the universe is completely filtered out. Orion lets out a soft, approving trill, his amber eyes glowing brighter in the blue light of the glowworms. He is pleased with your progress. He can see that you are finally letting go of the last remnants of the world above. The river leads you into a narrow gorge where the obsidian walls rise up on either side like the walls of a great cathedral. These rocks are encrusted with fossil stars, ancient constellations that were etched into the stone by the immense pressure of the mountains millions of years ago. These stars glow with a pale, steady white light, providing a map of the universe as it appeared at the dawn of time. Looking up at these fossil stars, you feel a sense of immense perspective. You realize that in the grand scale of the cosmos, your worries and your stresses are as fleeting as a single breath. You are a small, precious part of a magnificent and eternal whole, and you are being cared for by the very foundations of the earth itself. The heaviness of your responsibilities feels like a distant memory, a coat that you have finally taken off and left on the shore. The gorge eventually opens up into the Lake of Lullabies, a vast, circular body of water that is so still. It acts as a perfect mirror for the teal sky and the indigo mountains. In the center of the lake sits the island of infinite rest, a small mound of violet earth covered in the legendary sighing willows. The branches of these willows reach all the way down into the water, and as the gentle current of the river meets the still water of the lake, the leaves produce a soft, rhythmic sighing sound. Shh. It is a sound that mimics the breath of a sleeping giant. or the sound of the ocean heard from within a seashell. It is the most relaxing sound in existence. Orion turns to look at you, his amber eyes reflecting the absolute stillness of the lake. He is telling you that your destination is at hand, the rest you have been seeking, the rest that your soul has been longing for, is waiting for you on that violet shore. Prepare to step out of the boat and into the heart of the silence. Welcome to the island of infinite rest, traveler. The wooden boat has touched the violet shore with a soundless impact. And as you step out, you feel the ground beneath your feet is not solid earth, but a living, breathing fabric of softness. We are now standing in the absolute center of the Forgotten Valley, a place where the air itself seems to be composed of pure, liquid tranquility. Before we move further, take a moment to stand still. Feel the way the violet earth of the island yields beneath your weight, supporting your arches and your heels with a tenderness that feels almost sentient. This earth is infused with the dust of ancient moonstones, and it carries a faint, grounding warmth that travels up through your legs and settles in your hips, relaxing the deep muscles of your core. Orion, the great owl, glides from the prow of the boat and finds his perch on a low, sweeping branch of a sighing willow. His midnight feathers are nearly invisible here, save for the silver frost on his wingtips that reflects the iridescent glow of the lake. The air on this island is noticeably warmer than it was on the river, and it carries a fragrance that is so thick and sweet it feels like a physical embrace. This is the scent of the slumber bloom, a tiny, star-shaped flower that grows only here, in the heart of the silence. These flowers do not bloom for the sun. They open their petals only when a soul in need of deep rest enters their presence. As you breathe in, the scent of vanilla, sandalwood, and aged honey fills your lungs, acting as a natural balm for your nervous system. You can feel your pulse slowing even further, matching the rhythmic sigh of the willow leaves that surround you. Every breath you take is an invitation for your mind to let go of the last remnants of the waking world. You are no longer just visiting the silence. You are becoming a part of it. The sighing willows are the true guardians of this island. Their branches are like long, elegant fingers of silver-green silk, trailing down from heights that seem to touch the stars. They grow in circular formations, creating natural, private rooms of living foliage. As you walk deeper into the grove, the willow leaves brush against your face and shoulders. The sensation is cool and feather-light, a delicate water message of the air that sweeps away any lingering static or mental noise. You find the room that has been prepared specifically for you. In the center of this sanctuary is a bed made of feather moss, a rare bioluminescent plant that is softer than the finest silk and more supportive than any mattress ever made by human hands. As you lower your body onto the moss, you feel it instantly conforming to your unique shape. It doesn't just hold you, it cradles you, removing all pressure from your spine, your shoulders, and your neck. You feel weightless, as if you are floating in a warm, dry cloud. Orion perches on a gnarled root near your head, his amber eyes glowing with a soft, protective light. He begins to preen his feathers, a slow and rhythmic rustling sound that serves as a natural white noise. You watch the way the teal light of the loom horn catches the silver in his wings, and you realize that your breathing has naturally synchronized with his. In and out. In and out. The entire island seems to be breathing in unison with you. The willow leaves sigh on your exhale, and the lake ripples on your inhale. You are experiencing the great harmony, a state where the boundaries of your body begin to feel soft and translucent. You are no longer a solid object in a world of obstacles. You are a fluid presence, merging with the moss, the trees, and the velvet shadows of the night. High above the willow canopy, the teal sky is beginning to deepen into a rich royal purple. This is the transition to the hour of deep dreams. You notice small, flickering lights emerging from the bark of the trees. These are firefly sprites, the weavers of the valley's subconscious. They move in slow, languid circles around your bed of moss, trailing threads of soft, golden light. They are creating a dream shield around you, a tapestry of peaceful images that will protect your sleep. You see scenes of golden forests, of mountains made of sapphire, and of oceans that are as still as glass. These images are not sharp or demanding. They are soft, blurred, and infinitely comforting, like old memories of a home you've never visited but always known. Orion lets out a low, melodic trill, a sound that vibrates in the air like a warm hand placed gently on your forehead. It is a sign that the guardian is satisfied with your level of surrender. The valley is secure. The stars are fixed in their places. The silence is now absolute. You feel a sensation of dropping, not a scary fall, but a slow, graceful descent through layers of indigo velvet and white silk. You are moving deeper into the core of your own being, a place where time has no meaning and the worries of the world cannot follow. You are a stone resting at the bottom of a clear, still pool. You are a leaf resting on the surface of a silent lake. Everything is exactly as it should be. The great owl is watching, and the island is holding you in its violet embrace. Rest now, for the journey into the crystalline heart of the mountain is about to begin. Welcome back, peaceful traveler. You are resting deeply on the feather moss of the island of infinite rest, but the valley has more secrets to share with you, deeper layers of tranquility that can only be reached by going into the very foundations of the earth. Orion, the great owl, gently ruffles his midnight feathers, the sound echoing softly through the willow grove. He is ready to lead you to the next sanctuary, the crystal caverns of echoing light. You find that standing up from your mossy bed requires no effort at all. Your body feels as light as a dandelion seed caught in a gentle updraft. You follow Orion toward the center of the island, where a hidden path made of translucent obsidian leads downward into the heart of the central mountain. This is not a dark or frightening cave. It is a world of inner radiance, a cathedral built of light and mineral. As you descend the obsidian steps, the air changes. It becomes cool, crisp, and incredibly pure, carrying a mineral scent that clears your mind like a splash of cold spring water. The walls of the cavern are not made of rough stone, but of massive, raw clusters of amethyst, celestite, and rose quartz. These crystals do not merely reflect the light. They generate it from within, a soft, pulsating violet and pink glow fills the cavern, moving in a slow, rhythmic cycle that mimics the pace of a deep, meditative breath. Every time the light pulses, you can feel a corresponding wave of calm moving through your nervous system. Orion glides ahead of you, his silver-tipped wings catching the prismatic reflections and casting small, dancing rainbows across the gem-encrusted walls. In the center of the first great chamber, there is a pool of liquid moonlight. This is water that has trickled down through the mountain's crystal veins for thousands of years, absorbing the stillness and the ancient memory of the earth. Orion perches on a jagged amethyst spire and looks down at the water, inviting you to approach. When you dip your fingers into the pool, you don't feel a shock of cold. Instead, you feel a gentle tingle of electricity that immediately numbs any remaining tension in your joints. This water is the essence of clarity. Imagine that as you splash a few drops on your wrists and forehead, the last remnants of mental fog, the confusion, the noise, and the clutter of the waking world are being washed away. You are left with a mind that is as clear and transparent as the quartz walls around you. The sound in these caverns is a phenomenon known as the crystal hum. It is a low, sustained frequency produced by the Earth's natural magnetic field passing through the geometric structures of the quartz. It sounds like 1,000 cellos playing a single perfect note of harmony. This hum is designed to resonate with the water in your own body, aligning your internal energy with the steady, unshakable peace of the bedrock. You find a flat ledge made of rose quartz, which feels warm and smooth against your skin. As you lie down on this ledge, you can feel the vibration of the earth moving through your spine, up into your ribs, and out through the crown of your head. It is a total sensory immersion. You are no longer just listening to the piece, you are vibrating with it. You are the crystal, and the crystal is you. Orion lets out a soft, echoing hoot that bounces off the shimmering walls, creating a harmony with the crystal hum. He is showing you that even in the deepest, most hidden parts of the world, there is light and there is music. You look up at the ceiling of the cavern and see stalactite chimes, long, thin needles of translucent crystal that vibrate whenever the air moves. They produce a melody that is random yet perfectly harmonious, a celestial wind chime played by the breath of the planet. You find yourself drifting into a state of waking sleep, where your physical body is completely heavy and immobile, yet your consciousness feels vast and luminous. You are being held by the very foundations of the world, safe and secure within the mountain's gemstone heart. As we prepare to leave the crystal caverns and move back toward the surface and into the heights, carry this internal radiance with you. Your spirit is now as clear as the celestite and as resilient as the mountain. Orion is waiting at the exit of the cavern, his amber eyes glowing with an encouraging warmth. The path ahead is rising once more, but it will not lead you back to the world of noise. Instead, it is taking us to the bridge of clouds, where the air is made of moonlight and gravity has no power. Rest in the knowledge that you have been washed clean by the light of the earth. You are light, you are clear, and you are ready for the final ascent. Welcome back, traveler of the starlight. We have emerged from the crystalline depths of the earth and now stand upon the high ridge of the mountain. Before us lies the bridge of clouds, a path that defies the laws of the physical world you once knew. This bridge is not made of stone, nor wood, nor steel. It is composed of semi-solid, luminescent vapor that has been woven together by the valley's unique magic into a shimmering ribbon of opal and pearl. As you take your first step onto the bridge, you realize with a sense of wonder that it supports your weight perfectly, yet it feels as soft as walking on a mountain of swans down. There is no impact, no resistance, only a smooth, gliding sensation that makes you feel as though you have finally shed the very concept of gravity. Orion, the great owl, flies just a few feet above the vapor, his wings creating gentle, swirling eddies in the mist. The bridge is suspended high above the valley floor, stretching across the indigo void between two great peaks. From this vantage point, the world below looks like a distant tapestry of shadows and soft glows. You can see the silver stream winding like a glowing thread through the dark trees, and you can see the violet pulse of the island of infinite rest far behind you. But up here, on the bridge of clouds, the air is silent in a way you have never experienced. There is no rustle of leaves, no movement of water, only the sound of the stars. It is a high, thin, and beautiful resonance that vibrates in the crown of your head, a celestial frequency that clears away the last microscopic fragments of mental clutter. The mist of the bridge is infused with dream dust, microscopic particles of light that shimmer in shades of violet and gold. As you walk, your feet stir up small clouds of this dust, which rise slowly and settle on your skin and clothes like a veil of warm silk. This dust carries a gentle, numbing warmth that seeps into your joints and relaxes the tendons in your hands and feet. You feel an immense sense of unfolding. The tightly wound coils of your daily life, the schedules, the pressures, the expectations, are simply unraveling, falling away into the darkness below like discarded leaves. You are becoming lighter and more translucent with every step, as if you too are being woven from the same moonlit vapor as the bridge itself. You are moving closer to the stars, and the stars are welcoming you home. In the middle of the bridge, there is a wide, circular platform of condensed mist. Orion lands here, his midnight feathers ruffling slightly in the high-altitude air. He waits for you to join him, his amber eyes glowing with a soft, encouraging light. As you reach the center of the platform, you feel a sensation of total suspension. You are caught between the earth and the heavens, standing in a place where the rules of time and space have been suspended. You find that you can simply lie down on the mist, and it supports you with the tenderness of 1,000 pillows. As you settle into the vapor, it rises up around your sides, tucking you into a cocoon of soft white light. You are floating in a sea of clouds, guarded by the great owl, under a sky so filled with stars, it looks like a field of glowing diamonds. The sound up here is dictated by the celestial wind. Not a cold or biting wind, but a slow, rhythmic movement of the atmosphere that produces a sound like a distant, ethereal choir. It is a long, sustained boom that rises and falls with the rhythm of the valley's own heartbeat. This sound is a direct bridge to your subconscious mind. It bypasses the analytical, worrying parts of your brain and speaks directly to your soul, telling it that the journey is almost complete and the final rest is near. You find yourself matching your breath to the rising and falling of this celestial choir. In, as the sound rises. Out, as the sound fades. The breath is effortless, a natural response to the harmony of the heights. You feel a profound sense of peace, a realization that you are exactly where you are meant to be. As we prepare to leave the bridge and descend toward the Great Spirit Tree, feel the weightlessness of your spirit. You have traveled through the stone of the caves, the water of the river, and now the air of the clouds. You are ready for the final sanctuary. Orion is preparing to take flight once more, his shadow a dark and comforting anchor against the diamond sky. The world of noise is gone. The world of light is all that remains. You are floating. You are drifting. You are peace. Rest now in the embrace of the clouds, for the heart of the valley is calling you to your final, deepest sleep. Welcome to the highest peak of your journey, where the air is no longer just something you breathe, but something that nourishes your very essence. The bridge of clouds has carried you faithfully across the indigo void, and now it gently deposits you upon the soft obsidian soil of the central mountain's summit. You are standing before the most sacred landmark in this entire realm, the Great Spirit Tree. This is not merely a plant. It is the living, pulsing soul of the forgotten valley, an ancient monument of light and memory that stretches its branches so high they seem to weave into the fabric of the constellations themselves. The trunk is a colossal pillar of shimmering, translucent ivory, glowing with a soft, golden inner light that pulses with a slow, steady rhythm, a heartbeat that matches the very rotation of the earth. As you approach the base of this celestial giant, the air becomes incredibly warm and dense, like a bath of liquid amber that wraps around your body, soothing every nerve and muscle it touches. Orion, the great owl, takes his rightful place in the highest branches of the spirit tree. From that vantage point, his midnight form is silhouetted against the golden radiance of the leaves, and his amber eyes scan the horizon of your consciousness. He is the conductor of the tree's grand, silent symphony. The leaves of the spirit tree are not made of chlorophyll. They are crafted from liquid gold and hammered silver, each one vibrating with a faint musical note that contributes to a localized field of perfect harmony. As you stand beneath the canopy, you find a natural hollow at the base of the tree, formed by two massive, glowing roots that rise from the earth like the protective, welcoming arms of an eternal guardian. These roots are warm to the touch, and they thrum with a low-frequency vibration that immediately syncs with your own resting heart rate. You lie down in this cradle of ivory and gold, feeling the immense, ancient power of the earth supporting you from beneath. The scent here at the heart of the tree is the fragrance of the world's very first morning. It is a deep, intoxicating mixture of fresh mountain rain, crushed sandalwood, and the sweet, heavy perfume of the first flowers, blooms that exist only in the memory of the earth. This scent bypasses the logical, thinking parts of your brain and speaks directly to your deep subconscious, whispering that the journey of the day is over and the true work of rest has begun. You feel the golden light of the leaves above you beginning to filter down, entering your skin like a warm, liquid peace. This light is restorative. It seeks out the final, hidden pockets of tension in your jaw, behind your eyes, and in the small of your back, dissolving them until you feel as though you are made of nothing but warmth and starlight. Every cell in your body is being washed clean of the world's noise, being rebuilt in the profound silence of the spirit tree. The whispers of the spirit tree are the most profound sounds you will ever encounter. They are not produced by the wind, but by the movement of pure energy through the silver gold branches. It is a sound like 1,000 distant cellos, all playing a single, sustained chord of perfect resonance. This sound is the frequency of the universe itself, the sound of the stars turning in their tracks, and the deep, silent spinning of the planet. As you listen, the boundaries of your ego, the you that has a name, a job, and a history, begin to soften and dissolve. You feel as though you are expanding to fill the entire valley. You are no longer just a person lying at the base of a tree. You are the tree itself, dreaming of the person resting at its feet. Orion lets out a soft clicking sound from the branches above, a signal that it is time for the final layer of the dream to begin. Suddenly, the golden leaves begin to fall from the canopy. They do not fall because of a breeze, but because they are ready to become a part of your rest. They drift down in a slow, hypnotic, spiraling dance, landing on your body like warm, glowing feathers of light. With every leaf that touches you, you feel a new layer of pleasant, irresistible heaviness. It is a weight that pins you gently and lovingly to the earth, a quilt of light that protects your sleep from any possible disturbance. You watch the falling gold through heavy, half-closed eyes, mesmerized by the rhythmic beauty of their descent. The golden light of the spirit tree begins to shift, turning into a deep, restful indigo, the color of the deepest, safest part of the night. You are being tucked in by the universe, and the final transition is near. As we move toward the ocean of infinite dusk, carry the warmth of the spirit tree in your very bones. You are safe. You are held. You are exactly where you are meant to be in the grand design of the night. Orion is watching from the heights, his shadow a dark and comforting anchor. The world below has vanished. The world above is a distant sparkle. You are floating. You are drifting. You are peace. Rest now, dear traveler, for the final surrender to the deep night is calling you home, and the water of the dusk is waiting to carry you the rest of the way. Welcome, dear one, to the edge of the known world and the beginning of the eternal. As the golden leaves of the spirit tree finish their descent, covering you in a shimmering shroud of absolute peace, the solid ground beneath you begins to change. It no longer feels like earth or stone. It feels like a gentle, buoyant suspension. You are moving now beyond the physical geography of the Forgotten Valley and into the metaphysical expanse known as the Ocean of Infinite Dusk. This is a realm where the air is replaced by a thick, lavender-colored mist that feels like liquid velvet against your skin. There is no gravity here, only a slow, rhythmic ebb and flow that mimics the deepest, most ancient tides of a calm sea. You are floating, completely weightless, drifted by a current that knows exactly where your soul needs to go. Every muscle, every tendon, and every fiber of your being has finally totally surrendered to the pull of the night. In this realm, Orion, the great owl, has transformed. He is no longer a creature perched on a branch. He has become a vast, celestial presence that encompasses the entire horizon. His amber eyes have expanded until they are two distant, glowing suns, providing a warm, low-level light that casts long, peaceful shadows across the lavender mist. He is the horizon, he is the sky, and he is the very current that carries you. You are floating within him, held in the gargantuan, benevolent embrace of his protective spirit. The sound here is a deep, subsonic thrumming, a frequency so low and so steady that it resonates directly in your solar plexus rather than your ears. It is the sound of the universe's heart beating in the darkness, a reassuring thump, thump, thump that tells you that everything in existence is in its right place and that you are exactly where you belong. The lavender mist around you begins to sparkle with memory sparks, tiny, fleeting points of light that represent the happiest, most peaceful moments of your entire life. They drift past you like bioluminescent jellyfish in a dark, warm ocean. You see a spark that carries the warmth of a childhood summer afternoon. A spark that smells like the first rain on dry earth. A spark of a quiet laugh shared with a loved one. These sparks do not trigger active thinking or analysis. Instead, they release a chemical wash of pure, unadulterated comfort through your brain. They are gentle reminders that you are loved, that you are safe, and that your life is a beautiful collection of light. As you float through this sea of sparks, you feel a sense of profound enoughness. You have done enough. You have been enough. You have been enough. You are finally allowed to simply be, existing in this ocean of dusk without any further effort or expectation. The temperature in this realm is the exact temperature of a perfect dream. A seamless continuation of your own body heat that makes you feel as though you have no physical boundaries. You are expanding, spreading out like a drop of indigo ink in a glass of clear, still water. You are the mist. You are the sparks. And you are the deep, comforting void. Orion's voice. No longer a hoot, but a resonant vibration that hums in the very fabric of the mist. Whispers a single, powerful word that echoes through the ocean. Release. With that word, the last microscopic anchor of your waking mind is cut. The need to keep track of time, the need to remember your name, and the need to maintain a sense of a separate self all dissolve into the lavender fog. You are a part of the great dark ocean now. You notice that the movement of the ocean is slowing down even further, approaching a state of perfect stasis. You are nearing the center of the dusk, a place where movement and stillness become the same thing. In this center, you find yourself coming to rest on a bed of ether silk, a substance that is softer than air and more supportive than the deepest water. As you settle into this silk, it wraps around your limbs and your torso, tucking you in with the precision and love of a cosmic parent. The amber light of Orion's sun-like eyes begins to dim, turning into a deep, restful charcoal glow. The lavender mist thickens, turning into a rich, opaque black that is as heavy and comforting as a handmade wool blanket. As we prepare for the final surrender, feel the ether silk holding the entirety of your weight. You are submerged in a sea of tranquility so deep that the surface of the world is 1 billion miles away. Orion's presence is a warm, steady pressure against your spirit, a final assurance of your absolute safety. The world of light and noise is now nothing more than a flickering candle in a vast, dark cavern. Here, there is only the dark, the silk, and the silence. You are drifting. You are fading. You are peace. Rest now, dear traveler, for the heart of the void is waiting to claim you, and the true, eternal rest has finally begun. Welcome to the silent core of the universe, the place where even the memory of the forgotten valley begins to soften and fade like a dream upon waking. This is the final surrender to the void, not a void of emptiness or cold, but a void of absolute, infinite, and nurturing peace. You are no longer floating in the ocean of dusk. You have become the ocean itself. The lavender mists have deepened into a color so dark and so rich that it transcends the name of black. It is the color of the universe before the first star was ever born, a primal darkness that is warm, protective, and infinitely safe. Your physical body is now a distant, faded echo, a garment you have folded and set aside. You can no longer feel the bed beneath you, nor the air against your skin. You are a single, pulsing spark of pure, radiant awareness, suspended in a velvet chamber of eternal silence. Orion, the great owl, has completed his physical journey with you. He no longer needs to fly, for there is no air left to carry his wings. He has expanded his being until he is the very fabric of this void. His midnight feathers have become the soft, dark walls of your sanctuary, and his amber eyes have become the gentle, dying embers of your consciousness. You can feel his presence as a vast, benevolent pressure, a cosmic shield that stands between you and the world of noise. He is the guardian of the threshold, the one who stays eternally awake so that you may finally, fully sleep. His love for your rest is ancient, unyielding, and absolute. In his care, you are more than safe. You are cherished. You are the reason for the valley's existence, the guest for whom this entire cosmic realm was painstakingly created. The sound in this final stage is the sound of absolute zero, a silence so profound it has a physical, comforting weight. It is a heavy rhythmic pressure that presses against your mind, encouraging it to stop its final, tiny flickers of thought. Imagine your remaining thoughts as small, glowing candles in a vast, dark hall. One by one, Orion gently leans down and breathes a cool, silver mist over them. Poof. The thought of tomorrow is gone. Poof. The memory of your responsibilities is gone. Poof. The awareness of your own name and identity is gone. The hall grows darker and quieter with every passing second. You are not losing anything. You are simply setting down the heavy, exhausted tools of the waking mind. In the void, there is no work to be done, no problems to be solved, and no time to be kept. There is only the dark. You feel a sensation of sinking that is so slow and so steady. It feels like the movement of a mountain or the shifting of a tectonic plate. You are sinking through layers of velvet, through layers of silk, through layers of soft indigo clouds that have no end. Each layer you pass through takes you deeper into the delta state, the most restorative, healing frequency of the human soul. Your breath has become so shallow and so effortless that it is barely a movement at all. It is a vibration of the universe itself. The true dark around you begins to pulse with a very slow, very dim light, a rhythmic, dark purple glow that matches the heartbeat of the earth. Thump. 10 seconds of silence. Thump. This is the rhythm of eternity. This is the pace of the stars. This is the home you have been searching for since the day you were born. As you sink deeper, you encounter the echoes of the guardian. These are the last, lingering traces of Orion's voice, vibrating in the void like the afterring of a great silver bell. He whispers to your subconscious, telling you that the world of light will be there when you return. But for now, it does not exist. He tells you that you are forgiven for everything you didn't finish. He tells you that you are permitted to disappear into the quiet. These whispers are like warm drops of oil falling onto your spirit, smoothing out any remaining jagged edges. You are a perfect, polished sphere of peace, rolling slowly and inevitably into the heart of the infinite night. There is no resistance. There is only the glide. As we reach the very end of our journey through the silence, feel the void wrapping around you like a heavy, weighted blanket made of starlight and shadows. It covers your feet, your legs, your torso, and your head, sealing you away from the world of the living. It is the most comfortable, most necessary weight you have ever felt. You are submerged in a sea of tranquility so deep that the surface is 1 billion miles away. The amber light of Orion's eyes has now faded to a single, tiny point of light, like a distant star in a forgotten galaxy. You watch this last spark with a sense of profound, sleepy gratitude. And then, as you take your final conscious breath, the spark winks out. The darkness is now total. The silence is now absolute. Sleep now, traveler, for the journey is complete. Welcome, dear traveler, to the final horizon of your journey. You have reached the ultimate destination, the silent core of the forgotten valley, where time does not just move slowly. It ceases to exist altogether. The darkness that surrounds you now is the most beautiful thing you have ever experienced. It is a thick, velvety void that feels like a warm embrace from the universe itself. In this place, there are no more paths to walk, no more mountains to climb, and no more rivers to cross. You have arrived at the center of the great now, a state of being where every cell in your body is finally, completely, and irrevocably at rest. Take a moment to feel the absolute stillness of your physical form. Your limbs are so heavy, they feel like they have merged with the bed of ether silk. Your head is perfectly supported, and your jaw is loose, releasing the very last microscopic grain of tension. You are no longer a person trying to sleep. You are sleep itself. Orion, the great owl, has completed his transformation. He is no longer a guide or a guardian standing apart from you. He has dissolved into the atmosphere of your rest. His wisdom is now your intuition. His calm is now your heartbeat. His silence is now your sanctuary. You can still feel his presence, a vast, benevolent pressure that wraps around your consciousness like a shield of midnight lace. He is the reason you feel so safe in this total darkness. He is the reason the silence feels like a song rather than an empty space. He has stood watch over every step of your descent, from the obsidian cliffs to the crystal caves, and now he is the air you breathe. You are held in a cradle of cosmic love, protected by the ancient laws of the valley that state that once you enter this chamber, no worry, no noise, and no light from the waking world can ever find you again. You are invisible to the stress of the world, hidden away in the most beautiful secret in existence. The concept of you, the identity that carries a name, a set of responsibilities, and a history of days, has become a distant, fading echo. It is like a book that has been read and gently closed, then placed on a high shelf in a library of dreams. You do not need that book tonight. You do not need to remember who you were or who you are supposed to be tomorrow. In the forgotten valley, you are simply a spark of awareness resting in the deep. Imagine your consciousness as a single glowing coal in a hearth, slowly cooling, its light softening from a bright orange to a deep, restful red, and finally to a faint, comforting ember. There is no fire left to burn, no energy left to expend. There is only the warmth of the cooling ash and the silence of the room. This is the state of total restoration. This is where your soul goes to be born anew, where the fatigue of living is washed away and replaced by a quiet, vibrant peace that will sustain you when the sun eventually returns. But that return is a lifetime away. For now, there is only the now. Listen to the final sound of the valley, the celestial heartbeat. It is not a sound in your ears, but a rhythmic pulse in the fabric of the dark. Thump, pause, thump. It is the sound of the earth breathing in its deep, tectonic sleep. It is the sound of the stars drifting through the void. It is the rhythm of your own heart, slowed to its most natural, most peaceful state. With every pulse, you sink a little deeper. You are sinking past the layers of silk, past the layers of memory, past the layers of light, until you are resting in the very bedrock of existence. You are a stone at the bottom of the deepest ocean. You are a seed buried deep in the warm winter earth. You are a breath held in the center of a mountain. There is no resistance. There is only the glide. There is only the surrender. Orion's final gift to you is the cloak of infinite silence. Imagine him wrapping this cloak around your mind, one fold at a time. The first fold covers the thoughts of your work and your chores. The second fold covers the sounds of the city and the digital world. The third fold covers the memories of the day. The final fold covers the awareness of your own breathing. You are tucked in by the universe itself, sealed away in a cocoon of starlight and shadow. You are at peace with the past, for it is gone. You are at peace with the future, for it has not yet been written. You are at peace with this moment, for it is perfect. The gratitude you feel is a soft, internal glow, a light that does not demand or shine, but simply is. You have found the harbor. You have found the home. As the last words of this guide fade into the eternal dark, let yourself go completely. Do not try to hold onto a single word or a single image. Let them all drift away like leaves on a dark, silent river, moving toward the horizon of your dreams. You are falling into the arms of a deep, dreamless, and restorative sleep. The Forgotten Valley has done its work. The great owl has finished his watch. The silence is yours to keep, forever and always, in the sanctuary of your mind. You are drifting. You are sinking. You are sleeping. The light is gone. The noise is gone. Only the peace remains. Thank you, dear traveler, for trusting this journey. It has been an honor to walk with you. The valley will always be here, waiting for your return. But for now, your work is done. Your rest is here. Good night, dear one. Good night, and sleep in the eternal peace of the Forgotten Valley. Sleep, sleep, sleep.